Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and actually welcome to my house. This is the first time that I have done a video from my home here in South London. Obviously I'm normally on the road, but this is actually a video that I have been asked to make on so many occasions, so I thought I would finally sit down and let you guys know how I actually became a travel TV presenter on Travelxp and now Discovery Channel, Sky and Amazon Prime. So I get messages all the time on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and everywhere from people wanting to know how I got into travel presenting. And I know this is a very interesting topic because it's a field of work or a career that's a little bit unusual, and I am so thankful every single day that I'm able to do this as a job. Now, my first TV show, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it was a show called Quest. It was about food and travel, and it saw me go to India for 3 months, which was very much in at the deep end, travelling around 17 Indian states, including Nagaland, Meghalaya, Assam, and meeting some incredibly interesting, kind, fascinating people, many of whom I'm still in touch with, both the people we filmed with and the crew. And I actually had a chat to Travelxp, and they pretty much said to me, when can you get your Indian visa? So 2 days later, after chatting, and this was on Skype, so that shows just how long ago it was, nearly a decade. And 2 days later, I was at the embassy in Birmingham, I think, getting my visa to go to India, and a week later, I was out in Delhi. And it was the most wonderful experience, and it has launched my career as a travel TV presenter. But before I worked with Travelxp, I had actually presented for quite a long time. So at university, I studied marketing, obviously nothing to do with presenting, but to earn a bit of money during my time at university, I did modelling work and presenting work, but mainly for corporate videos, live events and TV adverts, things like that. So not necessarily to do with travel, but then travel has always been a passion of mine. I used to travel with my family when I was a kid, and it's basically, yeah, like I said, my passion is pretty much all I spend the money I do earn on, and I do a lot of my own travels as well as working in travel. So I've been to, I think, nearly 90 countries now, although I haven't counted for a while, and a lot of these are off my own back with friends, family, partner, and I have documented these over the past few years, which is an avenue into travel presenting. So I know some people that have shared their journey, shared their travels on YouTube, and then have actually been approached by production companies or TV channels to work with them. So that is definitely one avenue into this job. And you don't necessarily need to have professional video setup to film this. I'm guessing everyone watching this has a phone probably. You can go out into your local area, into the city that you live in with a phone and make a very simple video and start uploading these on YouTube. In fact, I think my most watched video is from El Salvador on YouTube. It's got 1.5 million views now, I think, and this was just filmed on a GoPro. Not even the most recent GoPro, and the sound isn't great, but I think just because the content was interesting, then it resonated with people, and this has actually led to more work. Okay, so before we get stuck in with the nitty-gritty of the video, I just wanted to say a big thank you to the sponsors of this video, which is Level 8 Luggage. And they have sent me a couple of pieces, including this very lovely case, which is called the Voyager, and this is the Voyager check-in in black, 28 inches, and this has 99 litres of space for all of your luggage. Now, you might think that I pack light, and sometimes I do, but at the moment I'm actually packing for another travel TV show. I am travelling to Turkey with Amazon Prime, and so Level 8 have very kindly sent me this gorgeous piece because I need a lot of stuff with me, honestly. The concept of the TV show is that I don't know what I'm going to be doing. And this means that I need to pack for all eventualities, basically. I need to pack some outdoor adventure gear. I need to pack swimwear. I also don't know what the weather's going to be like, so I need a lot of big jumpers and things. So I need a case that is this size. On this side, I actually love this bit. So this is a waterproof compartment, which is super handy for me because quite often I've been on a job and I've had to go swimming or something like that, and suddenly I've got all this wet gear, and there is of course somewhere you can keep that so it doesn't make the rest of your clothes wet. And another huge storage compartment on this side. And this is particularly hard wearing, which I need because on my last show with Travelxp, I had a different case from a different company and it just honestly fell to pieces. So I've been looking for a hard wearing luggage company like Outhwaite. So I'm super happy with this. Now, one of the top tips that I give people when they message asking how they can get into travel presenting is you need a show reel, basically. How are you going to show people that you can present, that you're able to talk to camera and that you're passionate about the industry without some kind of video showing you on camera? And once again, you don't need a professional setup. As long as you can hear what you're saying and it's pretty clear, you can use a phone, edit some clips together, get a friend to film you if you're walking out and about, and get this up on either YouTube or Vimeo. Now, I have a show reel. It has evolved over the years and now obviously includes lots of different examples of the TV shows that I've been in, but I'm pretty sure my first show reel was nowhere near as good as that. I have actually put a link down below to my most recent show reel so you guys can see what kind of things you need to include, and yeah, leave a comment and let me know what you think. Now, another way that you can actually try and get into the industry is by obviously reaching out to people who are already working in the industry. You can follow production companies or channels or directors and get sending out the show reel when you've edited it together. Another place that you can put your show reel is on casting websites. And this is something that I used to do a lot in the past and I still do a little bit now. There are a number of websites, for example, Talent Talks, there is Star Now, there is Presently, there's Mandy.com. There are loads of different places that you can put out your show reel and show people what you're all about. So on some of these websites, I have some of my modelling photos, I have my show reel up there, and I have a list of all of my different experience and the shows that I've worked on. And now I have casting directors reaching out to me through these platforms to offer me jobs, which is great. Another thing to think about when you're starting off your career is about branding. And I know this might sound really cheesy, but you need to have an idea of how you'd like to be perceived, like what you stand for. And for those of you that have watched my shows, you know that I tend to visit slightly more adventurous destinations, like my show Off the Grid, which has seen me go to Kashmir and Ladakh and places like that. And this is something that I'm really passionate about, the kind of adventure activities, and I try to make sure that that comes across in most of my videos and most of the content that I put out online and my shows. So hopefully when casting directors are watching my shows, they can associate me with adventure and hopefully line me up for future work. Now, what are some of the personality traits that you need if you want to work in travel presenting? So first of all, I'm going to say that it is not as glamorous as it looks, and this is not a complaint. I'm thankful for every day that I get to do this job, but it is not all sipping champagne in a hot tub, even if some people do like to show it that way online. There are a lot of very, very early days, late nights, long hours of working. Often you'll be very tired, cold, hungry, you might miss your family and friends, but you've just got to have a passion, I suppose, a passion for travel. That is really the most important thing. You have to have a curiosity to learn. You've got to be interested in trying new experiences and eating new foods and just meeting new people, and be happy to do that day in, day out. I think you also have to be a patient person. I have become more patient doing this job. I perhaps wasn't always as patient as I am now, but when you're working with the same crew for often months on end, it's going to be very easy to get on each other's nerves, and having a little patience with each other both ways is very helpful. Now, I hope there's been some helpful tips here to get you guys started on your journey to becoming a travel presenter or working in travel. If you have enjoyed the video, please do make sure to like, comment underneath, and subscribe if you haven't done already.